This is taken from Lost Sheep, Yisrael. It is the title, Filthy Pork. The pig or swine is a very popular food item with most blacks. Yet many are unaware that the God they profess to believe in had condemned the eating of swine's flesh. The condemnation was based on some very sound biological principles. Here are some facts on pork that prove it to be a very unhealthy food to eat. A pig is a real garbage gut. It will eat anything, including urine, excrement, and dirt, decaying animal flesh, maggots, or decaying vegetables. They will even eat the cancerous growths off other pigs or animals. The meat and fat of a pig absorbs toxins like a sponge. Their meat can be 30 times more toxic than beef or venison. When eating beef or venison, it takes 8 to 9 hours to digest the meats, so what little toxins are in the meat are slowly put into our system and can be filtered by the liver. But when pork is eaten, it takes only 4 hours to digest the meat. We thus get a much higher level of toxins within a shorter time. Unlike other mammals, a pig does not sweat or perspire. Perspiration is a means by which toxins are removed from the body. Since a pig does not sweat, the toxins remain within its body and in the meat. Pigs and swine are so poisonous that you can hardly kill them with strychnine or other poisons. Farmers will often pin up pigs within a rattlesnake nest because the pigs will eat the snakes, and if bitten they will not be harmed by the venom. When a pig is butchered, worms and insects take to its I'll have to continue this because there's a line missing here. I will continue in the next segment. It said, I'm continuing with what is said about pork. I will repeat the line. Farmers will often pin up pigs within a rattlesnake nest because the pigs will eat the snakes, and if bitten they will not be harmed by the venom. When a pig is butchered, worms and insects take to its flesh sooner and faster than to other animals' flesh. In a few days the swine flesh is full of worms. Swine and pigs have over a dozen parasites within them, such as tapeworms, flukes, worms, and trichina. There is no safe temperature at which pork can be cooked to ensure that all these parasites, their cysts and eggs, will be killed. Pig meat has twice as much fat as beef. A 3-ounce T-bone steak contains 8.5 grams of fat. A 3-ounce pork chop contains 18 grams of fat. A 3-ounce beef rib has 11.1 grams of fat. A 3-ounce pork spare rib has 23.2 grams of fat. Cows have a complex digestive system, having 4 stomachs. It thus takes over 24 hours to digest their vegetarian diet, causing its food to be purified of toxins. In contrast, the swine's one stomach takes only about 4 hours to digest its foul diet, turning its toxic food into flesh. The swine carries about 30 diseases which can be easily passed to humans. This is why God commanded that we are not even to touch their carcass. Leviticus 11 verse 8. The trichina worm of the swine is microscopically small, and once ingested can lodge itself in our intestines, muscles, spinal cord, or the brain. This results in the disease trichinosis. The symptoms are sometimes lacking, but when present they are mistaken for other diseases such as typhoid, arthritis, rheumatism, gastritis, MS, meningitis, gallbladder trouble, or acute alcoholism. The pig is so poisonous and filthy that nature had to prepare him a sewer line or canal running down each leg with an outlet at the bottom of the foot. Out of this hole oozes pus and filth. His body cannot pass into its system fast enough. Some of this pus gets into the meat of the pig. There are other reasons grounded in biological facts that could be listed to show why pigs and swine should not be eaten. But a true Christian should only need one reason why not to eat this type of food, because God prohibited it. And the swine, because it divides the hoof, yet does not chew the cud. It is unclean unto you. You shall not eat of their flesh, not touch their dead carcass. Leviticus 11, verses 7 and 8. Deuteronomy 14, verse 8. Those who say YHWH abolished the law condemning pork are motivated by their stomach, not Scripture. Messiah never changed the laws. Matthew 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. This was taken from the dietary laws, as I said, Lost Sheep, Israel. And Father says his people are perishing from lack of knowledge, and that his people reject knowledge, and therefore they perish through sicknesses and diseases that we do not know that is in our food, or food that we grew up and it was part of our diet. We actually just loved it. You know, I remember when I didn't cook anything unless most of the things I cooked had pork in it. My collard greens had pork, my cabbage had pork, my red beans had pork, string beans had pork. I mean, just about every, lots of things you cook, you will put pork in, and not knowing. I didn't know about that. I didn't know so many diseases was in this meat. And so when I was born again, truly born again, our Father took the pork away from me. It literally would make me nauseous when I would eat it. But anyway, just wanted to share that, to give you something to think about. It's all up to you. You make your choices.